Okay, today we're going to try and create some more added whoosh noises for the Focus RS by fitting a K&N and, well, the pipe just basically goes to the airbox. I don't think the pipes can do much, but the K&N hopefully will. So it's got an internal cone as well that goes in from the top, and obviously the element around the sides. This replaces the standard cotton, well, not cotton either, like a paper yellow element, and this shouldn't take too long. This should basically fit straight into the standard airbox. Yeah, so it's going to replace that original paper filter in there, and it's also going to replace that sort of ribbed corrugated bit of pipe there. Should replace both of those. So we'll get ourselves some little tools and remove the top of this airbox. So it's just a 7mm to remove these bolts here. You've got 4 of them, one this corner, and then there's one down there, and one either side on the back as well. You may need an extension to get to that one down there, however, which shouldn't be too bad to get to. So with the lid off, this just lifts out the box. As you can see, it's actually enclosed on that end, whereas this K&N one isn't. So as you remove this, that takes that end of that box out. So it actually gives you an extra bit of air that will come in. Well, we'll suck it in from where it does, and to fit that is pretty much exactly as the same as removing the old one. You just put it in, and there you go, and it all lines up with the edges on there. So when you put this box lid back on, it'll just clamp it all down into place. Perfect. Next thing we need to do is we need to remove this so that we can get to this pipe here. Take that off and replace it with this. Sometimes these ridges, we'll have a look at it inside, but sometimes these ridges are put there to sort of dampen the sound a bit as well. So maybe that'll make it a little bit louder as well, which would be nice. So if you look inside there, it's got the ridges in, which, I mean, smooth is always better. So this blue one will be better because it's smoother, but they do sort of take a bit of the noise out of those ridges. The one thing I've noticed is that this pipe is actually a different length, if you see there. So these are actually fit to an ST, but they used an RS airbox. But I'm guessing the actual crossover pipe on an ST is different to the RS one, because ST is obviously a 2 litre engine, whereas this is a 2.3, so it's possibly slightly different. But it's dead straightforward, so we'll just mark that up there. Give it a little trim. I'm fit now about that. When trying to cut these as neat as possible, instead of using things like a junior hacksaw, which I used to use, if you tighten your hose clip up on it, and then you just follow the line of the hose clip with your Stanley blade. I mean, obviously you can see there I've had to move a bit because of the screw, but the rest of it's pretty decent. It'll do. Obviously not as nice as their cuts, but still, that should be now the right length to match what that one is. Looks spot on. Let's go and fit it. This was an incredible wrestle to get this bit of pipe in. So what I did was I actually took the bottom of the airbox out, and then I removed this pipe here, this bit of plastic pipe. It just pushes out of the airbox there. Once that was out, you could wiggle this together, no problem, put that back in, and then add that in afterwards, because putting it all together in one go is a bit of a nightmare. So, easier not to do it. And now all we need to do is pop our air filter on, which will sit like that, with its end intake in there. Pop the lid back on, like that, and there you go, there's your filter. And then that's it done. Just got to put the 7mm headed screws back in. 4 of those to go in, and then operation complete. Looks alright, that looks a lot better.